this video I'll provide a review of my stock portfolio and the dividends I received during the month of April. I'll discuss any stocks that I've bought or sold this month, and I'll also review my income and expenditure for my rental property investments. My stock portfolio currently stands at £25,900.51 invested. My overall portfolio is still in the green, but as a dividend investor, I'm not too concerned about the market value of my holdings, as it's my intention to never sell. I'm only interested in the income that the portfolio generates through dividends. My investing strategy is very simple, which is to consistently buy and hold good companies for the long term and reinvest all dividends. I will sell stocks to restructure the portfolio, but never to actually take money out of the portfolio. I do have a video explaining my investing approach in full if you're interested. I try and invest around £250 to £500 each month as a minimum, and this graph shows how my total amount invested has grown over time. You can see that I am quite consistent when it comes to investing each and every month, and this is something I want to carry on into the long term. If you can dollar cost average, then this smooths out any price volatility over the long term. There was a steep increase in my invested amounts early on. This was just due to me investing my savings that was sat in a bank account, earning around 0.2%. But since then, it's been more of a case of adding little and often. April has again seen me add to my positions within my portfolio, and I've spent around £850 this month, as well as selling around £370, so a net total of around £480. I never take money out of my portfolio, so all sales were used towards the purchases. I got 15 shares of BP, 2 shares of British American Tobacco, 9 shares of the HDLG ETF, 4 shares of the VHYL ETF, 6 shares of the VOOC ETF, and 3 shares of the VUSA ETF. I didn't buy as much as last month, and mainly just bulked up my ETFs. My goal is to have around 40% of my portfolio as ETFs. It's currently around 19% at the minute, so I intend to keep adding until I hit my target. I did sell out of one position as I look to further trim down the number of holdings in my portfolio. I feel that when I first started investing, I was a bit trigger happy when it came to buying stocks, and at one point I had around 70 stocks in my portfolio. This might be perfectly fine for some people, but for me personally, I came to realise that I'd prefer a smaller number of holdings, just to make it easier to keep track of what's going on in each company. And if my confidence or conviction for an individual stock deteriorates, then I always feel that the cash is better off being reinvested elsewhere. So this month I just sold out of Lloyds Bank. I've mentioned this on previous monthly reviews that I was very heavy in UK financial companies, so I just wanted to trim this down. It's not a bad company, but I just feel it doesn't have anything that sets it apart from competitors. And when I come to that conclusion, then I just think the cash should be put to work somewhere else. So after all of the buys and sells, this means that the overall yield for my portfolio as a whole currently sits at 3.37%. which equates to around £810.59 per year in predicted dividends, or £67.55 per month. This month I've actually received £74.92 in dividends from 15 different stocks. There will always be a discrepancy between my actual dividends received and my predicted dividends, just due to the timing of me purchasing shares and being eligible through the ex-date for the dividends. I received £1.87 from Ashmore, £3.08 from Barclays, £3.17 from BP, £8.25 from Coca-Cola, £4.19 from Diageo, £5.15 from Federal Realty Investment Trust, £3.06 from Franklin Resources, £10.35 from GlaxoSmithKline, £6.28 from PepsiCo, £2.72 from Realty Income, £1.32 from Redrow, £2.15 from Royal Dutch Shell, £7.15 from the VHYL ETF, £12.53 from the VOOC ETF, and £3.65 from the VUSA ETF. You can see from the graph that this is a nice increase from this time last year in April 2020, where I earned £34.84. so it's more than double this time around. This is really encouraging for me, and I am especially pleased with the progress. It's also the highest month of 2021 so far. Since I started my investing journey, I'm averaging £45.96 per month in actual dividends. I would really like to push past the £50 per month target, as this would be a nice milestone for me personally. My ultimate aim is to eventually earn £100 per month consistently. I think that this would really help to kickstart the compounding effect. At the current yield, I would need around £35,590 to hit this, so would need to invest around another £9,600. As always, all dividends stay in the portfolio and are reinvested into purchasing more shares. My portfolio has earned a total of £733.01 in dividends since I made my first share purchase in December 2019. By reinvesting the dividends, this has increased my portfolio from £25,167.50 to £25,900.51, which is a growth of around 2.91% so far. I do expect this percentage to get larger over time as more dividends are received and then reinvested. I also invest in real estate and currently own 2 buy-to-let properties. I have a 1-bedroom apartment which is tenanted for £700 per month, and a 2-bedroom apartment which is tenanted for £800 per month. So what did the finances look like this month from the properties? With both apartments being tenanted, I received a total of £1,500 in rental income. I use a management company to look after my properties, so this cost £170.40. And then the mortgages were £230.61 for the 1-bedroom and £300.20 for the 2-bedroom. Frustratingly, I have had to pay out more repairs this month. This time there were more toilet-related issues with a broken flush mechanism in one of the apartments. Plus, I had to install a new smoke alarm, as once they're over 10 years old, legally they have to be replaced for safety reasons. So in total, £295.68 was spent on parts and labour to fix these issues. This leaves a profit of £385.39 for flat 1 and a profit of £117.72 for flat 2. So combined, that's a total profit of £503.11. As always on this channel, I want to be open and honest about my progress. If you've watched my other monthly reviews, you'll see that there always seems to be some sort of repairs and maintenance issue. Unfortunately, this is quite normal in my experience of being a landlord so far. It is a little frustrating to have to pay out for repairs again this month. After either repairing or replacing wardrobes, radiators, beds, oven hobs, microwaves, toilets, I do often wonder what is actually left that can go wrong, but there always does seem to be something. I do want to be a responsible landlord, and while I'm under no obligation to carry out repairs or maintenance, unless the tenant's safety is at risk, I do want them to feel safe and comfortable, as I'd hope that they'll stay on as tenants for many years. The longer that a tenant remains in one of my properties, the better, as a vacant property costs me money, and then I also incur charges from the management agency in finding me a new tenant. I am hoping that I can have a few months now without any more unbudgeted spend, just to enhance my cash reserves. But after being a landlord for 4 years, anything is possible, and I've become accustomed to things going wrong. But saying that, I am still making a profit overall, so it's not all doom and gloom. So if we add up my dividend income and my rental income, this gives me a profit of £578.03 in total for the month. I hope that you found this video interesting and informative, and I hope it's given you inspiration and ideas for your own personal finances. If you have, please like the video and subscribe to the channel to make sure that you don't miss out on any future monthly reviews. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Thanks again for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.